What if the two mightiest powers on the planet, the United States and China, decided to bury the hatchet and become allies? It seems unthinkable today. The US and China are locked in a tense rivalry. They compete for economic and technological dominance. They clash over human rights and geopolitical influence. Yet history offers glimpses of a different kind of relationship. It suggests that cooperation, not conflict, might be the better path. The first US-China interactions date back to the late 18th century. American traders were drawn to China's exotic goods. In 1844, the Treaty of Huangxia opened China to American trade and paved the way for diplomatic relations. The United States played a key role in China's modernization efforts in the early 20th century. American missionaries and educators established schools and hospitals across China. They introduced Western ideas and technology. This early period of engagement laid the foundation for a potentially strong partnership. However, the 20th century brought its own set of challenges. The Chinese Revolution and the subsequent Cold War created a rift between the two nations. China's communist ideology clashed with America's democratic values. The Korean War further deepened the divide, as the United States and China found themselves on opposing sides, with the US supporting South Korea and China backing North Korea. This conflict solidified their adversarial positions and heightened mutual distrust. The post-Cold War era witnessed the rapid rise of China as an economic powerhouse. Its integration into the global economy brought new opportunities for collaboration with the United States. However, this economic interdependence also gave rise to new tensions. Trade imbalances, intellectual property disputes, and cyber espionage became points of contention. The US saw China's growing military might as a threat to its regional and global interests. China, on the other hand, resented the US's efforts to contain its rise. It accused the US of hypocrisy and interference in its domestic affairs. The South China Sea disputes, Taiwan's status, and the US's pivot to Asia strategy further fueled mistrust and animosity between the two countries. This strategic competition has cast a shadow over any potential for a genuine US-China partnership. The current US-China relationship is characterized by a complex mix of cooperation and competition. The two countries collaborate on issues like climate change and nuclear non-proliferation, yet they remain locked in a zero-sum game for global dominance. Now let's imagine a world where the US and China chose to bridge their differences and forge a genuine alliance. Such a partnership would have profound implications for global peace and prosperity. The combined economic might of the two countries could create a formidable force for global economic growth. They could work together to reform international institutions like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. In the realm of security, a US-China alliance could be a stabilizing force in a turbulent world. They could cooperate to address common threats like terrorism, climate change, and pandemics. Their combined military power could deter rogue states and non-state actors from destabilizing the international system. A true partnership would require both countries to make significant concessions. The US would need to accept China's growing influence and respect its core interests. China would need to address concerns about its human rights record and unfair trade practices. Together, they could lead the world in technological innovation and space exploration. Cultural exchanges could foster mutual understanding and respect between their peoples. By working together, they could set a global example in tackling climate change and environmental sustainability. Their joint efforts in healthcare could improve global responses to pandemics and other health crises. Ultimately, a US-China alliance could pave the way for a more peaceful and prosperous world. However, the path to such an alliance is fraught with challenges. Deep-seated mistrust and ideological differences could hinder cooperation. Nationalistic sentiments in both countries could fuel opposition to an alliance. Military tensions and territorial disputes could escalate, undermining diplomatic efforts. Economic competition and trade imbalances could lead to conflicts over market dominance. The race for technological supremacy could create friction and rivalry. Environmental challenges require cooperation, but differing priorities could stall progress. Human rights issues and international criticism could strain diplomatic relations. Despite these challenges, the potential benefits of a US-China alliance make it a goal worth pursuing. With mutual respect and understanding, they could overcome obstacles and build a stronger partnership. The journey may be difficult, but the rewards of a US-China alliance could reshape the world for the better. Despite the challenges, the idea of a US-China alliance is worth contemplating. It offers a glimpse of a future where the two most powerful nations on Earth choose cooperation over confrontation. Such a partnership would not be easy to achieve. It would require visionary leadership, sustained dialogue, and a willingness to overcome historical grievances. Yet, the potential rewards are too significant to ignore. The US and China stand at a crossroads. They can choose to continue on the path of rivalry and risk a disastrous conflict. Or they can choose to embrace the possibility of a shared future. A future where the dragon and the eagle soar together, not as rivals, but as partners in shaping a more just, prosperous, and peaceful world. Please subscribe and like for more content.